How do you feel hearing that they found DNA of this other missing teen in his basement?
I felt right from the get-go that this was a seasoned person that has done this before, because my daughter was tough. She was very tough, and she would not have been an easy catch for anybody to handle, you know what I mean? So I knew he knew what he was doing. I had a feeling, speculation again. I'm mom. I don't have to play around with fancy words. That's the last place my daughter's remains were found in. He's lived there for 10 years. In my opinion, he's responsible, hands down, but the system works a different way, right?
Still no murder charge. How does that make you feel still?
It's the worst feeling in the world. It's the worst feeling in the world, because you almost feel like Rori's being minimized. That's how I feel almost, you know what I mean? Because she's not, like, where else in the world have you heard of a case like this? This is crazy. But I believe in my detectives, Rori's detectives, that they're taking their time for a reason. I come from a police decorated background of the family, so I understand the protocol that comes with it. It's at home frustrating, but sitting in there today, I'm glad that I'm not putting negative pressure on the police force, you know? I'm glad that I'm not getting in their heads and taking time away from the investigation.
You continue to show up at Adam Strong's court appearances,
Yes.
press conferences like this.
Yeah.
That's got to be so difficult.
It is. We were in the hospital. We had a house fire right before Rori went missing. So imagine how we carry our face around every day, knowing that as we're leaving to go to Sunnybrook Hospital to save our life, Rori's losing hers, you know? And that's very, very difficult for me to have to live with her on a daily basis, because she's my best friend.
What keeps you going?
Her, Rori's, she's a driven force. We just celebrated her 19th birthday yesterday. Thank you, everybody. And it was an amazing day, and that uplifting we all needed, because this has done a number on our community, our friends, and our family. Like, everything's just, nothing's ever going to be the same for any of us again, you know?
Is it extra shocking to know that Rori may not have been the first victim, and that if he'd been caught before, this may have never happened?
It is shocking, but I have to believe in my heart that he's not working alone, and you know, these things like sick things happen, and I can't explain it. I can't explain why my girl, bad things happen, but nonetheless, he's going to reap his punishment one way or another, mentally or judicially. So, you know.
Can you tell us about Rori? How do you want the world to remember her?
I want Rori to be known as she's brilliant. She's a powerful little girl. She's smart, and I would want the world to remember her for that. If I could have a minute to save my daughter, everything I didn't get to say, it would be a babbling second, because she was beautiful, she was smart, she was academically picked for classes that kids wouldn't be picked for. She was Cadet of the Year 2 years in a row. It's the highest award you can get, you know. Rori was tough. She loved her friends. She loved the elderly and animals, and we miss her, because that was our light of our family. That was our center point for our family. Right, you know, she came along. She was the first little girl born, and she was fussed over. And there's not a person that ever came in contact with my daughter that didn't just love her, because she just was that kind of kid, you know? Even on a bad day, she was that kind of kid. Yeah.
Just to clear up rumors, there were some rumors that she was pregnant at the time. Did you hear that? Have you
Yeah, I actually paid for the test to be done twice, and Rori had confirmed with her grandmothers that she was positive. I was in the hospital at the time, and you know, I know nothing can be proven 1,001% right now, but it can't go either way, right? So I'm going to hold it in my heart with my Jesus. She's in heaven with a baby girl, and her name's Kimberly. So that's what I'm going to hold in my heart, you know, as her mom. So that's what we live with right now. And again, more disturbing that there'd be no charges for the baby, because it has to take a breath of air, but she was not given the opportunity to carry that baby full term. So I don't know how that all works, but we're going to get justice for both girls. We're going to get justice for both these young ladies.